Chelsea Morning by Judy Collins at number 91 the week of August 9th, 1969 on Billboard's Hot 100. Joni Mitchell wrote that song. It was off her second album called Clouds. It came out back in 1969, Joni Mitchell's version, and then Chelsea Morning, done by Judy Collins, that came out later. Judy Collins' version, though, was not a hit. Only got as high as number 78 on Billboard's Hot 100. That is it. Joni Mitchell, let me mention something about Joni Mitchell real quick because I read something about her that jogged my memory banks. Her first album, Joni Mitchell's first album, was Song to a Seagull. She recorded that song with David Crosby. First album by Joni Mitchell, 1968. When Joni Mitchell moved into the Laurel Canyon area, this was back in 1967-68. She was originally from Canada. As a matter of fact, she lived for a while with Graham Nash. Our House by Graham Nash, that was a homage to him living with Joni Mitchell back in the late 60s. But going back to 1968, David Crosby was one of Joni Mitchell's biggest benefactors. He saw her talent, he pushed her. He got people to see Joni Mitchell play. I'll never forget this picture of Eric Clapton. Eric Clapton sitting across from Joni Mitchell, sitting on the grass across from Joni Mitchell. Joni Mitchell's playing her guitar, and Eric Clapton is mesmerized. He's just watching her, mesmerized. Such is her talent. Her use of imagery, astounding. Joni Mitchell. Both sides now. Chelsea Morning. Chelsea Morning is about Joni Mitchell lived in the Chelsea neighborhood of New York City. One of her windows was decorated with, I guess, a sculpture. It was made of different colored glasses, shards of broken glass of different colors that she found. It was on the streets of Philadelphia. Her and a friend of her and a friend, Joni Mitchell's, they took all these shards of, they picked up all these shards of broken glass, different colors, and they took some wire hangers and they formed this sculpture. They put it across the window, and when the sunlight came through the window, it made a rainbow, a beautiful rainbow on the wall. Man, can you imagine that? Have some of that Alabama or California sunshine coming through your window. Got that shards of broken glass. Puts a rainbow like a prism on your wall. Man, it must have been a lovely sight. But anyway, that song references Joni Mitchell's apartment in Chelsea, New York City. Well, that's it. Not Joni Mitchell. Well, I'll put it like this. Judy Collins covering Joni Mitchell. And Judy Collins just had amazing ability to interpret other people's songs, make them her own. God, what an angelic voice she had. She appeared here in Tuscaloosa. She came here to Tuscaloosa, I believe. She performed at the Bama Theater about 2 or 3 years ago, but I missed it. Well, there it is. This is Chelsea Morning by Judy Collins.